my son recently told me, I showed him a photo, and he said to me, "Dad, why did Mom ever marry you?" Now remember, when I show you this photo, you laugh with me, not at me. I like visual aids. Come on, those glasses. And hair. That was happening. My son looked at and said, "You look like a nerd." He's 12. This is the story of my last first date. So it's a three-part story. So I was working when I was about 21 years old for then Mayor Knowles. I went to this dedication as a staff down in Government Hill, and it was a fall like this, cold. Everyone's bundled up. And I was out there, and a whole bunch of people, and I saw some friends of mine, and a friend of mine who served in the State House, that was a guy named Johnny Ellis. And Johnny Ellis wanted to come over, but I wasn't really interested in Johnny. I was looking at this woman next to him, and I said, "That's a good looking, I want to know who that is." And sure enough, here's what happens. The person worked for Johnny Ellis. I had no idea. So they come over, I'm talking, Johnny's talking whatever policy he was talking about. But I was doing my best and trying to pay attention. I'm thinking, how can I ask this woman out? So as he continues to talk, I think to myself, and then my brother Tom, who is a romantic. He always has ideas scheming. And so I told him about this woman. He said, "I know her. Here's what we'll do. We'll all go out in a, because you didn't go out on dates, you went out with groups. And he said, we're going to go to Hula Hands. Now, some of you may not even know what Hula Hands was. Or the Cattle Company, just to give you a comparison. They had actually a DJ, they danced, band. And I said, okay, I can do this, because Tom knew, because I used to own a teenage nightclub as a 16-year-old, so I knew how to dance. I had some moves. And so Tom figured out that the two of us, if we just get on the dance floor, we would connect. So a whole group of us went out, and we're at Hula Hands, we're having a great time, and I thought, it's my turn. I'm going to show her how to dance. And so of course I go out there. She was an incredible dancer, but she went to Bartlett. And let me tell you about Bartlett girls. They outlive them. And I was like sweating. She wouldn't leave the dance floor. I thought I was going to die. And I was trying to be cool. You know, this hair, you got to keep it protected. And with classes, you don't want them sliding down because it's wet. So I'm like doing this. Finally, she took a break. I sat down and said, oh my God, she's killing me. But she's great. So she got to ask around. I said, okay. So finally I say to her, okay, dance, we're all leaving. The group is leaving. So I said, I'd love to go out with you. Would you like to go on a date? She kind of looked at me in that crazy way. And I said, we'll go to dinner or something. So I go, she agrees, so I go to her parents' house, pick her up. She was there, or an apartment actually. And I picked her up. And I owned some apartments, and so did my mom. So as an apartment owner and manager, you have some responsibility. So we're getting ready to go, and I get a call, and I say, you need to come over to the apartment. I'm thinking, okay, I got a date. The apartment tells us how it's going to work. So it's just one quick stop. So we get to the apartment. She's kind of like, what the heck is going on? She says, well, come on in with me. So we open up this apartment. It's a mess. And so now guess what I got to do? Clean it up right now. And so here we are on our first date. And I'm thinking, this is going to go down the tubes as quick as it started. And so she looked at me, and I thought for a second. I said, just a few things. I'll just move a few things around. 3.5 hours later, we did clean the apartment, and I thought to myself, she is never, ever going to go out with me again. And sure enough, it led to a few more dates. And not going to the apartments, more dancing. And I look at this, and I told my son, I remember when I showed him this picture, I said, I have a plan. It's going to be a little crazy. I want to tell you about what happened on our 3-part date to make sure I would never have another first date in my life. And the end result, I'm going to show you the next photo, because photos are important. That was a special tune. Still had the hair. Still had the glasses. And she married me. That is what the celebrating 44 years of marriage. And I wake up every day pleasantly surprised that she has stuck with me this long. But I tell my son and my wife every day is a great day when I wake up and get to see them. But the difference is I have a little better hair now.